Now.
All right, we live, fellas. Yeah, welcome back, Shotmakers Club, episode 2. We right back. Yep.
Yeah, Aaron Baines.
Yep. I'm your boy Marcel Howard. Got my brother Josh Cornelius back for another episode. Joining the team, my brother Coach Erik Whaley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, E.
Happy to have him. I know he could bring a lot to the table, so it's going to be dope, man. We're going to get straight into it, man. Lakers, Mavs, that was a beautiful game last night.
It's a great game.
Beautiful game.
That was the best game of the season so far.
Definitely the best game of the season so far.
And it's not just because I'm a Laker fan that I think that was a great game. I
Yeah.
think Luka played really well. I thought the Mavericks played well. That's why.
It was.
I thought it was a good
first
game.
time two opponents have had 30 point, 15 assists, triple doubles in the same game. Luka is, like we talked about last week, as advertised.
Definitely is.
Mavericks, as advertised.
Yep.
As, like, bruh.
Like we said, we were the
Even though Chris
underachievers.
Apps needs time. Chris Apps needs time, but
Yeah, but he
As
had a
of-
couple. He had a couple moves rise. It's like, man, if he hitting that at that height, man,
it's
gonna
tough.
be a problem.
I'm excited for them, man. They're going to grow. That team is going to be solid.
What are they now? 4-2, I believe.
3-1, I
Three-
believe,
3-1?
or 3-2.
3-2. 3-2.
Yep.
They're going to be right in that. They're going to be
3-2,
right in that.
so-
They're going to be right in that between that 4th to 8th seed range.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. We pull up standings. They I really think they're going to be a playoff team this year. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
and I think last night was almost like a
Oh, yeah.
precursor to Luka. Like, this is what playoff basketball is.
Yeah. Every time they needed a big shot, he hit it without
It was tough.
hesitation.
Tough
Even
shot.
after getting hit in the head, the gash, you can
Yup.
tell he was suffering big
Yup.
time. Big
Oh.
time.
That doesn't happen in Europe.
Those alley-oop passes were big time.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with the passes.
15 assists.
Bro,
15 assists.
he makes the right pass every time. It's
Every
not like
time.
a. It's
Yeah,
not like
Powell
an.
out there
It's
looking
not.
like a
Yeah,
world
it's not
beater.
like he out here trying to make some kind of crazy pass, but he makes the right play every time. I like watching Luka
Yeah.
play. I took that. I bet
Right.
everybody about to start like watching Luka play. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna be on TV, ESPN a lot more.
And like I said earlier, LeBron.
Whoa,
Went back
Triple
in
J
six
going
mode.
to the coming up a little sideways.
You already know Miss Trip Dub. She
You
was
know what I
sitting
mean?
there sideline. She was sitting there sideline waiting.
Got to,
Yeah,
got to.
yeah. Man, it's been a crazy week in the NBA. I mean,
Great week.
we had Towns and Embiid do their little thing. Their
7-foot cat dance.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that.
Listen, I thought that, first of all, it's crazy because these 2-game suspension type things,
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember when people was getting suspended half a season.
Yeah. I honestly thought they could have got away with just like hitting them with a heavy fine or something.
You think so?
like
I
that.
mean, just
They
because
shouldn't
of
have got suspended.
the stuff afterwards, though. You know, on
Were there any
Twitter.
punches
Right.
thrown? I didn't really see a punch thrown.
It's good for the
I
league,
don't think
man.
either one of them.
NBA players don't fight.
I'm not gonna say that. Yeah.
Hey.
If you're 7 foot, nobody's trying to fight you. So
But I mean,
That's true too.
that,
You know
I
what
mean, it was. I mean, for an NBA fight, it was. I thought it was pretty physical. I thought it was fun to see,
it was definitely real.
Yeah,
like this is
definitely was
real.
real.
Like forget this game.
and I'm happy Cat finally stood up for himself,
Yup,
man.
yup.
I'm
It's
so
time.
happy.
It's about
It's
time.
finally- It's about
How long
time.
Cat been in the league? This is year 5. This is year 6
Yeah,
because him and
year
D'Lo
6,
was
I
on.
believe,
Come
yeah.
on, bro.
I think 6. But he's playing well. We kind of gave him a little like, oh man, you the underachiever. But he's been playing well so far. Embiid is just too much for him, bro.
Yeah.
Embiid is too much for everybody.
Yeah.
When healthy, he is definitely the best big in the league.
By far, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's not.
People were doing that Jokic and Embiid thing, and then I remember I hit Erik up. This was last season. I hit Erik up for some stats on that. It's just,
What he does on the defensive
Yeah.
end,
Exactly.
and even this season, bro, like
And the
Jokic-
physicality, like you see it playoffs. Like whoever's guarding Embiid is gonna take some elbows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna.
Rashawn
That's a big
Holmes
boy
had,
right
like,
there.
24 and 12 on Jokic the other night.
he hits
For the
big time
Kings.
shots. He hits big
The
time.
Bad
Kings,
luck,
the
bro.
Kings would do one. They would do one.
Man,
Yeah, we don't need. I know you want to talk about Luke Walton.
I don't want to talk about Luke Walton.
Eric let us know early he didn't trust that.
I was not a fan of Luke Walton.
First of all, we Laker
What he-
fans. Eric's a LeBron fan.
Yes, sir.
I
So
wasn't.
you know that dynamic.
Well, with the
I go
Kings,
wherever
I'm not a
LeBron
fan
goes.
of the point guard So to me, I knew that they were going to be the worst team in the league, so I'm not really surprised.
Wow, I didn't think that.
I'm not a fan.
I think though I like. Well, obviously, I don't know if Luke's the problem, but I like. What's his name? De'Aaron Fox
yeah.
and Marvin Bagley. I think they're a good duo. I mean, last year they were.
We haven't seen Bagley. He banged up, so we'll see.
I mean,
Bagley's out. Okay,
it's early. It's early,
still early.
It's
We only,
early.
like I was saying early, we have basically everyone's played 4 to 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and right now, you know, it looks like the Lakers, the Clippers, even the Spurs looking like they
Yeah, that's pop.
yeah.
I mean,
you know?
what about the team behind us? The Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns.
I don't know, bro. They got enough bodies.
They got a big win.
Yeah.
They got
some
bodies,
See,
bro.
you just
players.
They got bodies, bro.
Yeah,
they got a
and-
lot of. They got
And
a lot
you
of
just brought
players.
to my attention that they had Sark. I didn't realize they had Sark.
Yeah.
And he can play.
Yeah.
So been on good teams too. So
A lot of
Bridges.
a lot
Rubio.
of a lot of good shooters, a lot of good
Cam
playmakers
Johnson,
on that team.
Frank Kaminsky off the bench.
Yep.
They got bodies. Like, they got pieces. I don't know if they'll be able to put together. The coach, I mean, you got a young coach who the Lakers wanted.
yeah, and I think that's a good look for them.
Yeah, so they build a culture.
They got
Give
a
Booker
promising
some help, man.
They got some promise.
You got a guy that in the fourth quarter, if the game's within 5 points,
They got some
I'm
promise.
comfortable. I'm comfortable with Devin Booker as the guy that closes games for me.
Yeah. They got some promise, but look, let's get into it. I'm gonna tell you who don't got no promise. Golden State
Oh, my
just lost
goodness.
Steph Curry.
Draymond out too. That came
Draymond
out
not
minutes
playing.
before we got on here.
I think they came out and said Steph is out for 3 months.
3
I
months.
believe.
That's basically All-Star.
yeah.
So
So I mean, if you're the Warriors, what at this point, what do you do? So when Steph comes back, do you continue to play him? You know,
I'm at every college basketball game.
I think it just depends, but I think
this season is a
it
dub.
it depends on how the season continues to go. But I think it's a dub.
That's a beautiful stadium
But-
they just opened up.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't wait to play in it.
Yeah, but
You
like we
gotta
were
put-
saying earlier, they got
Can't wait.
decisions to make.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going to bring Steph back?
No.
You
Yeah.
kind of got to, because I mean you
For
got
what?
the brand new arena, you got seats to fill, like
Season ticket
nobody's coming. I mean, I love D'Angelo Russell to death, but nobody's coming to see D'Angelo Russell and a whole bunch of rookies.
Still trying to
and-
trade
and G
him.
League
And I
players.
think I'll get into that. I just feel like if you decide we're not bringing Steph back, if you decide that D'Lo, you know, he can't get us to the playoffs, then what do you got him for? You know, you might as well go out there and get some draft picks, get some young talent, and try to do something. So when you got your 3 core guys back healthy, you got a surrounding cast instead of just D'Lo
Before,
eating up a lot of contract space.
Before we went live on here, you suggested Minnesota. I feel like that was a good place.
Yeah, I think Minnesota would be perfect for him because I don't know what Minnesota would have to give up.
Wiggins.
I think so
I think
too.
Wiggins
I don't know if
would change the
Wiggins
scenery. That'd be good for
is somebody that the Warriors want.
Yes, they can plug him into that Iggy role.
Let me ask you this: do you think Steve Kerr's getting exposed?
Well, I mean, he gotta prepare a little.
I mean, you
bit
got
more.
to give him,
scheme.
You got to give him a little leeway on the injuries.
He
right?
got to scheme things up a little bit more than he used to. You know,
I mean, it's just so wild, man. The Warriors' misfortune, like they said on the game, man. In the last 6 Warriors games, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry have all went down
crazy.
just like that.
And like we was talking about earlier, man, 5 years straight to the finals, man. We remember. I mean, I remember as a Laker fan, that 4th year we went through that twice. That 4th year, you know, first time Shaq was banged up.
Karl Malone hurt.
Karl Malone banged up, and now you got the next year we get swept, or the next time we had that opportunity, we get swept by the Mavs. And so when you're going back that many
Crazy.
times, all these other guys are rested, and they're coming for you. You know they're coming with their A game
gunning for you every
they-
time.
You know what I'm saying?
You
The
don't get an
Warriors never
offseason.
step on the court and don't have somebody that's like, yo, we got to beat them.
Well, that's why they're getting
what I mean?
smacked now. You got to think these teams they've embarrassed the league for the last
Exactly.
5 years,
Yup.
and that's one thing about the NBA. Like, these organizations don't forget. They don't forget you coming to their city and beating them by 30. It don't matter who. Shoot, I was looking before. I know the Hornets are playing them, and it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're beating teams by like blowing them out. Steph's hitting threes from 50 feet and dancing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. So
I mean, the other day, somebody texted me, one of y'all, I think, in the group chat and was like, check the Suns score or the Warriors score, and it was like 46-14 or something like that.
It was me. And
I mean, that's not even the NBA.
I was enjoying it.
I mean, honestly, I mean, they got a couple nice pieces. You know, the young kid that they just drafted, Jordan Poole. I think he's averaging about 12 points a game right now.
He's
you
tough.
know, I think I can see him in a J.R. Smith,
Yeah.
you know, type.
He can fill it
role
up.
in the NBA.
He can fill it up.
Real solid, real slithery with the rock.
I like Willie
can
too.
Score,
He hurt.
you know, a lot of buckets in a short amount of time.
And that's a good point because now that Steph Curry's done, the pressure might be off for these younger guys to say, okay, we probably not going to make the playoffs. So let's just go out there and play. That's the one caveat about it's like, what's your boy named Patrick McCaw? Those are good situations when you get drafted on a team and you win a championship. But sometimes you on those teams that are contenders when you get drafted and you don't get the same leeway that a Ja Morant's going to get in Memphis because they're not really expecting that.
Because they drafted you to fulfill a role already.
Exactly. They drafting you looking 4 or 5 years ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Instead of, with some teams, they drafting you like, hey, we need this now. We need you to come in and knock down a three now. We need you to come in and be our rim protector now.
Yep.
To contend. So that's, I mean, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen. You never know. If D'Lo stay, I'd like to see what happens, and then I like to see where he go if he got traded. That'd be a good. I mean, for him, he just need to get somewhere where he know he gonna be there.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing for him. You gotta feel for him because this guy really needs a home. You know what I mean? Ja out here getting crazy.
Sumter in the house.
Yep. Shout out to the Carolinas. First of all, this Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't think we've ever established that. We in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Big photons.
You see the Barbecue King.
Oh, you already know. This is a free plug.
You know, free plug, but
off Wilkinson.
they deserve it.
If you're from the city and you don't know what
Best
this
barbecue
is,
sandwich in the city.
I don't know who you are, man.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
disappointed in
Shout
you.
out to Barbecue King.
Yeah, we got to get that free plug. But yeah, and speaking of Charlotte, man, since we on the topic,
Give it to him.
let's talk about the Hornets, man. I like P.J. Washington.
Yep.
I like their team a little bit now that I've seen it. I like it a little bit
There's
more.
somebody I want to give credit but that's the thing. We pick on people and then you don't give people credit.
Right.
I give the GM Mitch Kupchak credit. Devontae Graham in the second round was big time.
Yeah.
He's averaging like 20. He's averaging 20.
So I was a huge Devontae Graham fan coming.
Right.
You know, when he was in college. You know, he's a North Carolina native. You know, Raleigh.
Who
he
he
was.
played AAU for, Erik?
I think Team Loaded, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe.
He did.
not.
I was just G-checking. I just wanted to plug
Okay.
it. I just wanted to plug it.
Speaking of that,
I just wanted to
last week we got into some AAU talk, and I'm like talking to Josh like, yeah, Compton Magic. We talking Compton Magic. Yeah. Come to find out,
yeah.
Erik didn't already
dubbed him.
Yeah.
He didn't already text that ass. So
definitely already text that ass.
Yeah, they know what happened in Dallas.
Yeah, you already know.
Listen,
It's
hey,
all- it's
it
all
was
out
cool.
to North
And listen,
Carolina.
I posted on Instagram. I tagged one of the coaches, and they showed love. But you know what? We keeping it 100. And my man
didn't
Erik
know
came,
that.
I had no idea.
I
Erik
texted
came
him.
in with the laugh faces. I'm like, what Erik talking about?
I already knew. I already knew what time it was.
Get him out of here.
They know what it is.
Yup.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, I love it.
I want this clip. You can add him.
So I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that because we're gonna keep it 100 on this show.
Shout out to my
man.
dog, Cho.
Listen, hey, I know they doing big things, but hey, I mean, you see what we got.
Yep.
You see who we got on the
They
team.
know how we rocking.
Yeah, you know how we rocking. And you know we got the hoodies on too. My man Erik came through clutch with the hoodies.
Yep. Shout out to New Cack City. Go follow him on Instagram. NEWCAK City CITY for all your t-shirt, sweatshirt, all those good needs, man. Shout
I'm
out
looking
to
real sleek out
you
here.
know, I hit him up like on Wednesday, man. It was like, yo, I need these hoodies. Can you knock them out for me? He was like, you know, I got you.
They're gonna be
I
reaching
out.
real quick. Picked him up today on the way to the barbershop. Had to get that fresh cut. Shout out to Mr. Birch.
Wow.
Wow.
Birch getting plugged.
A lot of plugs going on right
Birch
now,
getting plugs?
but they deserve them plugs because Birch is a legend.
Birch has been cutting my head since like, whew.
Yep.
Oh,
And the hoodies. Erik hit me with the surprise, like,
That's
Yeah.
15-year cuts. by the way.
I got the FaceTime with the hoodie on. I was like, oh yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. Fill them
Yeah.
up with vibes.
Fill them up with vibes, man.
Off
So,
the rip.
but before I think we got a little off topic, I want to talk about the Charlotte Hornets a little more.
Okay.
And I think, like you said, we giving people a hard time, and it's time to give them credit.
PJ
But-
too.
PJ for sure. 'Cause
PJ was a good
I
pick.
wasn't sure about that pick, not because I don't think he's a good player, but just because they're forward heavy. And listen, they are exceeding expectations so far,
Definitely.
but there's still a lot of blunders that need
Well,
to
this
be
the thing.
fixed.
This the thing. I can see where you're going now.
Because
I can like there's a picture being painted. Like I just don't. I'm not looking. I'm like, what is that?
well, the
Now we know.
promising thing for them is they got a lot of contracts that fall off this year.
Finally.
Bad contracts.
Finally.
Bye, Batum.
Finally.
Bye, Kid
Batum,
Gilchrist.
Bye, Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist. I mean,
Hold on.
I'm
Is
sorry. that's
Marvin
what it
off the
was.
books too?
Marvin's off the books. I don't know. Is Batum off the books? One of them
It's
is
one
still
more
off
year.
the books.
Batum got another
Batum
year.
got another year, but
He and
Marvin
Cornelius
Williams
living good.
is getting 15.
Yeah, we know where you
I
at.
think Biyombo getting 18.
Still in checks.
I think Biyombo getting 18.
We know where you at. Still in checks.
You pulling that up, E?
Nah.
Don't
that's
ever
all right.
let that be mistaken.
That's all right, but I'm pretty sure Biyombo getting 18. I think he's off the books. So, I mean, you might be able to do a little something next year. The way the whole draft situation happened last year, like it's almost no real incentive to tank.
Yeah.
You could be a bad team and maybe still get a draft pick, but it's no real incentive to be the worst team.
Yeah.
None.
I mean, i.e. the Lakers.
Exactly.
last year. I mean,
Fourth pick.
We were, middle of the road, but we got, the fourth pick. We was right outside of, being able to get, one of those top 3 highly coveted draft picks.
Right outside.
between
I better be
RJ,
glad we didn't get it.
Zion,
I'd have been able to
Ja.
keep one of my youngins.
Yeah, it's all right because I got AD. Listen, like I said, I don't want this to be a Laker podcast. Let's get it. But
There's a lot of good hoops out here.
there's,
to
a
talk
lot,
about.
he
there's a lot
isn't-
to talk about with
But
that.
look, hold on, listen. AD's game last night isn't being talked about, enough neither. I mean, 31 points, 8 rebounds, man. I mean,
He's a dog.
It's been a consistent. I'm just going to attack every time I get the ball.
and he hit a lot of big shots last night in
He
that
did hit
fourth
big
quarter.
shots.
He hit a lot of big.
Yup.
That turnaround jumper is becoming, almost patented for him.
I'm happy
Yeah,
for him.
and Danny Green has been better than I expected, and has been I think the Lakers. It was kind of like seemed like a backup plan. I guess it was a backup plan, and I think they got their money's
It was
worth so
foolproof
far.
though. For sure, definitely got their money's worth.
Definitely got their money's worth so far because he's been big. They would
Big shot last night.
big shot.
Big shot.
And you need that guy. I mean, the Lakers don't have a lot of good shooters, but they do have guys that shoot that can play a lot of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Green can play defense, so you could keep him on the court most of the game and have him in that corner. And he's got to be. I would love to see the stats on that. Like his corner 3 got to be in the
Last year was right at 50.
dating all the way back to when he was on the Spurs. And remember, he went crazy in the finals and had that record for a while.
I want to believe he still has the.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
record.
surprised if
surprised.
Steph or Clay took it from him, but I'm not. I don't because they haven't had those kind of crazy games.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that. Oh, you know what? Is it with J.R. Smith?
You stumped me.
West
Hey, I
Side.
wanna
I
talk-
remember JR having like 8 in one game in the playoffs.
in the
I
playoffs.
want
yeah.
I want
think
to talk
that
about
was
another
like-
injury though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trey Young.
Trey Young, he's dealing with something.
An ankle injury, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they said he'll be back in a couple of weeks though. Weeks.
Yeah, I don't think it's something real serious. They said the MRI came back negative,
When I
but
s-
they're gonna miss him, of course. And I like the John Collins kid. I think the chemistry they have together. I mean, I was surprised today.
I just wanted to ask how y'all felt about it.
Yeah, I was surprised today. I found out John Collins is averaged basically 20 and 10 last year,
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that he's like 19 and 9.
that's my squad.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a fan of Trey Young at Oklahoma. Loved watching him. Tremendous college basketball player. I did not think he was gonna come in the league.
Oh, Marcel will
and,
tell you.
and do this. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Marcel
averaging.
thought he did.
You know what I'm saying? He's averaging 26 points. I think around 7 or 8 assists
Yeah.
right now. His jump from last year to this year has been
it's astronomical.
tremendous.
Yeah, and
tremendous.
for me,
You know?
I thought I had a feeling that he would succeed just because it's a skill to be able to take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
That's a talent in itself. Me, I was never that type of player. Like, I probably, me getting like 9 shots or 8 shots was like, I took a lot of shots that game. And this guy, when you're able to put up 25 shots, 30 shots in a game, and
people don't
and
realize how many shots that is.
That's a lot of shots. Yeah,
It's tiring.
Yeah, it is tiring. So that's what I saw from him in college. And big shot taker, big shot maker. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't know how the defense was going to work, but in this day and age, man, every team is hiding somebody.
Yeah, especially at the point guard. It's so many good point guards in the NBA that, none of them can guard.
Yeah, man. I hate that. I hate that. We talked about that a little bit on another pod. Like, the defense stuff, bro. Like, everybody's a bucket getter, bro.
Exactly.
I got to guard James Harden tonight.
Like even as great as the defender is, the Pat Bevs and the Avery Bradleys are, like those superstar point guards, they're gonna get there.
They're gonna get
there.
there.
It's just about it's just about am I gonna let Russell Westbrook get 30 on 12 to 13 shots, or I'm gonna make Russell Westbrook get 30 on 20, 25 shots.
Right.
That's
Especially
what it's
the
about.
shooters, because like you see, if you see most of these teams, they're not matching up a point guard, a crossover point guard. Like, their goal is to try to get a person that's longer than them on him. But that's why I think you're starting to see these kids getting drafted that are 6'6", that are point guards. For defensive purposes, because we got to do something to stop these shooters.
SGA.
Even look at last night, like. I just remember the ball being in Luka's hand the whole time.
Nobody else brought the ball up for them.
Yeah.
The whole time.
He's the point guard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was in his hands the whole time.
It begins and ends with him.
He was making stuff happen.
I want the ball in his hands.
Yeah,
with,
Powell
with
out
24
there,
seconds in the shot
The
clock.
little pick and roll game with Powell was hidden.
So that was probably like the first time that I actually sat and watched the whole game
Of Luka?
Luka.
Yeah. I think there was a game last year against Portland that I
it.
watched, and he hit the crazy shot
I
at
remember
the
that
end.
one.
But you're right. Like, even with Anthony Davis a little bit, it's like, unless you had league pass or, there was a few times where he was in the playoffs and you got to see him, but not on this level where it's like, he's already had like 3 or 4 games on national TV.
You're not seeing 80 that much.
Now you're seeing them, and now that's why now people are like, wow, the Lakers are for real. Yeah, because we already knew that, because we knew Anthony Davis was a monster.
Okay, so they had an interesting stat last night. They said that Luka is, I think, number 2, right behind the obvious James Harden and step backs. Their step back threes, man. I believe it might just been step backs. Period. Who do y'all think has the better step back, James Harden or Luka Doncic?
I mean, listen,
Jeez.
Luka doesn't. Luka doesn't. For all the James Harden fans out there, Luka doesn't travel on his.
He doesn't.
And James Harden, I try to defend him because I actually think, first of all, this guy is a smart basketball player. You don't think when he was working on that he knew that, like, this is very close to a travel?
Yeah.
He's doing it on the sense of, okay, if I have my hand on the ball, and when I take my step back, if it's still in the right position, I still haven't picked my dribble up yet.
Yeah.
But because it's so close, every now and then he does carry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, and that's just how he plays the game, and that's why I think he's so great. He plays the game in the sense of, I'm going to try to take advantage of every opportunity. You know what I mean? So I think obviously James Harden's got the most effective one, but it's not always legal.
I don't know though, man. I just kept every time Luka took that step back, I thought it was going in.
Luka might
Like
be my favorite player.
not comparing, definitely not comparing him to Kobe, but those were tough shots that he was taking.
They're not good
those
shots.
Those were tough shots. And the thing about it, like, I got the feeling that I got when Kobe had the ball in his hand. Like, I've been like, damn.
Yo, he about to do something crazy.
Yeah, he about to do something crazy, and he about to take this shot, and he gonna make this shot.
That shit going in.
And
like
he was coming back with daggers. Him and LeBron were going at it crazy.
But
in
that pass to
front court.
Finney,
Yeah.
Finney Smith in the corner.
And I think
Big
for
time.
Luka, what makes him so great is he's so young and he already has those go-to moves.
I think what is he 20? He's just 20.
He's like 20.
I was
Bro, he's
blown
he's a
away
two-
when I heard that. When I
he's
heard
a
that
two-time
yesterday.
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
been playing.
remember-
He's been playing against grown men since like the age of 16, I believe.
I remember when he was getting drafted, Boots told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, Luka's the real deal." And
Yeah.
I was just like, "You really think he's like,
I
bro,
wasn't really that
He's like, bro.
ready. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm
He was like,
always
bro,
weary of
the
obviously,
Europeans.
He said, "Bro, he can get his shot at any time."
Yeah.
At
I was
any
big
time.
on Kristaps though, but I even, like,
I got another
I just-
rookie
there's
I
no
want to
way
talk
you-
about too.
and we wanted to get into the rookie, so we could talk about the rookie you want to talk about and some more, because I wanted to talk about the rookie standouts.
I want to talk about none.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
That's the
surprise.
that's the so far the
League.
biggest story.
He's the
amongst
rookie of the
rookies.
year right now.
Yeah.
As of today.
As of today, man.
He's the rookie of the year.
I mean, he's leading the league. He's leading the league in rookies and scoring 21. 21 points a game.
That's
shooting
tough.
About 49%. So he's doing it. He's doing it at a
It was
efficient.
real
clip.
when Jimmy was deferring to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Jimmy really letting him do him.
We know where
Dragic off the bench.
Kendrick
I like
went to,
Winslow still.
Another G League.
Hey,
product.
Ja.
I was just looking up where Kendrick Nunn went to college. I wasn't sure.
He down
went to
from there,
Oakland. He's 24. See, and that's the thing
He
too.
was in the G League last year.
Okay, and that's the thing too. That's why I do think there is a value in having those older rookies like a Kuzma
Definitely.
that come in and they have a polished game.
Mm-hmm.
When you're drafting an 18, 19-year-old, you're drafting raw talent.
Potential.
You're drafting for potential.
Every time.
Exactly. So a Zion, even though he's an athletic monster and a freak and he's gonna get buckets just based off that, he also doesn't have a move where you're just like, man, that works every time.
Nope.
Exactly. Like a go-to, like this is a basketball move that anybody could do if they weren't even athletic. You
Looks
know what I
like
mean?
we won't find out till Christmas if he has one.
So we got Kendrick Nunn. RJ's playing well so
Hold
far.
on. And shout out to Kyle Kuzma too last night.
Yeah,
Coming
Kuz
back.
came
welcome
in.
back, Kuz.
9
Yeah.
points.
The
Welcome
marathon
back, Kuz.
continues. I see you
Yeah.
with that. I see you with all that Puma gear, young
Yeah,
bull.
push the restriction a little bit in that OT.
Yeah, he did.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
He's
Why don't
he's
you
a
go ahead
dog.
and get out there since we in OT. I like that. So, but Kendrick Nunn,
Yeah.
we got
PJ, of course, from the city.
PJ from the city. He doing his thing so
Yeah,
far.
PJ.
I like
RJ. RJ
RJ
has
Barrett
been
playing.
playing surprisingly well, and I've since they've been in high school. I think RJ and Zion have been 1 and 2 in
Neck and neck.
in rankings and all that sort. And I've always been the RJ over Zion fan.
Knicks
Yeah,
fans
because
don't
he's
let
more.
us
He's
part of
like
the
I was saying. He's
podcast.
more polished.
He's more of a polished basketball player. And, I think he got a raw deal. At Duke last year. A lot of the times he was stuck. Taking a lot of the tough shots. Coach K always seemed to have the ball in his hand at the end, and things didn't always work out for him. So I'm glad things are working out for him. With the
Yeah.
Knicks, I think he's averaging around 18 points a game right now. 49% shooting as well. So he's doing it at a high clip, and he's hitting the 3-ball real well as well. So
He
shout out to RJ.
He
And that
Euro
is a good
somebody
point
last
that
night.
what you said about him being at Duke, because not only was the pressure on him to hit the big shots, but they were going through Zion the whole game, and it was like, hey, I still got a job to do. I got to get drafted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you guys, at times I felt like he was pressing it, and now that he's in the NBA, he should be able to relax a little bit because nobody's expecting.
I wish he was in a better situation.
He had
I wish he was too.
and he's had a rough week. It's been a lot of Duke on Duke crime with RJ. Going back to last night, I think Jason Tatum
gave him some work.
hit him with a game winner, and I believe Kyrie hit him with a game winner the other night as well, too, if I'm
Wow.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
a
Duke on Duke
little
crime,
Duke
wow.
on Duke crime right there.
Wow. Sorry, we're not worried
crazy.
about the Dukies.
Nah,
I'm not worried about Duke at all.
Yeah, right,
It's Carolina all day.
You just saw that? That's crazy.
It was something crazy. I don't even want to talk
Aaron
about it.
Bangs just banked a 3.
We were just saying.
We
you said
started
Aaron
this
Baines
episode talking about Aaron Bangs
What-
having
what's
24 and 12.
This was
7
last
assists.
night?
But it was against the Warriors the other night.
Wow. Okay, Baines. We'll see what you got.
Hey, bro, he was
We'll
a
see if you can
salary
keep
dump.
that up. Back to the rookies. Let's talk about Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero.
Wow. Yeah, they got 2 of them.
Definitely got 2 of them.
He had 19 and a quarter the other day.
Yep, he's been hitting the 3-ball real
He's a
well.
walking
too.
bucket.
I think he's shooting around 45, 46%.
That's gonna be him
Yeah.
That's him all the time though.
Yeah.
He can shoot the ball, bro. He's a hooper too.
Yeah,
like
he's
he
got
be in the
some,
gym like he's a
grown
hooper.
man go-to moves.
Can y'all talk about Kendrick Dunn?
Yeah, we just did.
We already talked about him.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn. Yeah, we love him.
We just did. But yeah, like I said, and I didn't realize he went to Oakland. 24 years old. He's a problem.
Yeah.
So
But Tyler Hero he's gonna be around this NBA for a long
I'm saying,
time.
and
Absolutely.
when
Miami
you
got bodies.
Yeah, when you can score the ball like that and shoot the ball at
It's
an
a role
efficient
for you.
clip like that, there's always gonna be a role for you.
Always a role.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat Riley, man. He's one of the a legend in the NBA.
How much is that
He-
hair grease?
one of the
Yeah.
best,
And you
That's
knew
the
it was
best.
only
Pat
a
Riley
matter of
got-
time before he started putting something together down there.
Pat Riley got
You
the
know?
best hair.
And I
grease
like
in the
Harold
business.
because he got a little swag in his game too.
Yeah, hey, he does not back down. If you go on
Nope.
YouTube and like look at some of his old high school games, like
But I used to watch him. I used to watch every high school game Tyler had.
yeah, they always try to bully him because he was the white kid.
He
but-
was supposed to go to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Everybody in his hometown, he was supposed to go to Wisconsin. They was pissed when he went to Kentucky.
By the,
Yeah.
by the end of that game, you're going to know exactly who he is.
He's
I've
a
seen him
walking
drop a
bucket.
couple 40, 45, 40, 46, 47, 50 point.
Also,
It's all confidence, man.
The Wizards kid,
Rui.
Rui.
Yeah, Rui.
Rui.
he's playing well. He's averaging 18 a game right now.
Hachimura.
You know, they're
Rui
not winning a lot of
Hachimura
games.
I'm not even gonna
from-
try.
I think that's how you say it. Rui
Hachimura.
Hachimura from Gonzaga. I
Hachimura,
believe.
yeah.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, Gonzaga.
It's not that hard of an Asian name. You know?
I don't think he's being talked about as much because I think the Wizards are, they're down a little bit. I think they're like 1-3, 1-4 maybe, but I think he's averaging around 18 points.
Yeah.
A lot of these rookies are real close to that 20-point mark,
That
man.
threshold.
Yeah,
Buckets out here.
This is a good
It's a
rookie
lot of
class.
buckets. Yeah, it's a lot of good rookies. It's a lot of good rookies in this class.
Is anybody y'all disappointed in? Need more from? Or just want to see? I
just
guess
wanna
injuries
see-
affecting that.
Yeah, I just
The
wanna
Bulls
see
holding
Zion.
my young bull back.
Kobe. He's
Yeah.
had a rough 2 or 3 games,
Yeah,
but I think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
still got plenty of potential. I don't know. I just think, okay, what are y'all trying to do? I know Sadaransky is a vet, but how many games do y'all think y'all winning? Like, let's develop our young talent. You know, you drafted this
Sadaransky?
guy as a lottery pick.
Come on now.
A lot of people aren't talking about DeAndre Hunter. You know, I think he's averaging around
Solid.
10 points, but
Solid.
he's playing
Solid.
real solid in that,
He's guarding
in
the
that,
best
in that wing
player.
role. Yeah, he's
He-
definitely
every
guarding
night.
the best player every night.
Every
Yeah.
night.
Every night.
And that's what he was drafted to do.
Yeah.
They got Cam Reddish out there too. He's had a couple highlight plays out there.
I like Cam.
Yeah.
Cam. I think he's going to be a good player too. So this is a deep rookie class. So
Love it.
it's going to be tough. I think Zion, in my opinion, it depends on how many games he plays, but I think he's still the favorite at this early for Rookie of the Year. But we
I
get
don't
30,
know.
40 games in.
Yeah.
We be talking
I
something.
mean,
different.
how many games are we gonna be at by the time he gets back? Like, what mark? Are we gonna be like at the quarter point?
I don't
I'll
expect
say this.
Zion
I think
back till Christmas.
he's back in 20 games. But I'll say this: if these guys keep up this
Production.
production, then we're looking at Zion like there's pressure. You need to come back and because this Zion's supposed to be the Rookie of the Year. He needs to have that under his belt. You know what I mean? So.
But I mean, right now, RJ. I mean, because I think it's always gonna be. I think it's always gonna be about the most hyped rookies, and
Ja.
Ja and RJ.
Yeah.
They're playing real well right now. Their teams aren't necessarily the greatest, but they're playing well. So and all eyes are on them. You know, the Knicks are on TV. The Grizzlies have been on TV twice, I believe, already in national televised games. So people are getting to see them, and they are definitely showing why they were drafted top 3.
Yep. All right, guys. I want to intermission this real quick. First of all, I want to show a lot of love to everybody who's been just showing support to us. You know, we got a lot of good feedback on the video.
Fan love.
Fan love, exactly. So the first episode, a lot of people were asking me, like, so is your podcast just about basketball? And the answer to that is basically yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just going to be us talking NBA. We'll always do that because, that's how this came together. But we also want to get into, you know, the basketball lifestyles, the basketball people that are staying close to the game, and which is why I wanted to bring Erik on the team with us, because Erik is somebody who stays close to the game.
Absolutely.
He's got a lot going on, and I admire that too, because you know, at the end of the day, all of our basketball playing careers end at some point, some earlier than others. But the people that stay close to the game, that's a real love.
Yep.
You know, that's a real love for the game.
sure.
So, Erik, why don't you give them a rundown of what you got going on, what
Erik,
you're involved
stay in
in?
the gym.
Yeah,
in the
man.
gym,
I
E.
stay in the gym. So right now, man, we just got done with our 8th grade fall league team for the E.A.T Training Academy. Man, shout out to all those
What
young
y'all do,
bulls
Erik?
out there.
What y'all do?
You know, we just won the ship. We just won the ship.
So all we do is win.
in the fall league. So
Ship.
All we do is win.
all we do is win. So
Yeah, Coach E.
shout out to them. So right now, man, so the month of November is definitely a special one for the E.A.T Academy. It is our 5th year anniversary. So if you go to our Instagram page, go to our website, there are flyers, any event status is posted up there. You can go to our website, go to our Instagram, and see all the things that we got, you know, coming up for this month. We got something going on every week. And at the end of the month of November, we're gonna have this, you know, this big event where we're gonna have a lot of giveaways, and we're also giving back to the community.
Y'all always do.
Yeah, you know, because that's the community is the one that supports us. So you know, we always feel like we got to give back. You know, my business partner Karl Dixon, she's done a great job
Shout out KD.
of planning it. You know, she's the engine that you know
KD.
that makes the car go. So
She a legend.
She's definitely a legend, and you know, Dewan is gonna be Dewan. Shout out to the point guard.
Point guard.
You know, always he's
Never
always at the
love.
gym. I think he's in Greensboro right now at the CP3 middle school combine up there, getting all those young
Charlotte
middle school
legend.
8th graders right now. So definitely shout out to Dewan, you know, aka better known as
The point guard.
the point guard,
The
point guard.
point guard.
Yeah.
Hey, and we definitely gonna have the point guard and KD in
Yeah.
there, because
I can't wait.
like I said, we want to talk to these people, to everybody that's staying close to the game.
Yep.
You know, also we want to get into, you know, eventually interviewing some of the young talent that's out here, and that's the really big thing I think Erik can bring for us, because, you know, he's plugged in with these kids. They respect him,
Yep.
and you know,
Everybody know
they may
E.
not know that they can come bring that this might help them.
Exactly.
You know, just like it's helping us.
Exactly.
They could tell their friends. We get that audience of their friends and their teammates and their following, but also that, you know, if this can be a platform for a kid who may have a college coach looking at him,
Yep.
and the interview he puts on this shows that he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Right.
You know, he's a good kid. If that's the push to help that college coach say, let's go take a visit, let's go see that kid, that's bigger than anything.
Yeah, and especially this is definitely an important time, you know, for that, because you know we're rolling right into to the high school season in Charlotte, man. It's a lot of good basketball about to be played. A lot of good basketball about to be played
Yep.
in Charlotte for the high school season.
I'm
man.
excited.
So hopefully we can get a lot of these kids, you know, in Charlotte and the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, North Carolina as a whole, you know, even some kids out there in the Raleigh area and beyond. Maybe we can
I'm
get some
traveling.
of those kids.
Yeah.
You know,
Talked
down
about
on the
this, E. You
podcast.
already know how I'm doing it.
and further expand into the Southeast as well, because
Exactly.
you know, I believe in you guys, and I know, first of all, just to see your grind from getting from where you started to where you're at now, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of, that's why I say that he's such a respected.
I was
so
taken
respected in
back
the
when he
game.
said 5 years. But it don't
Yeah,
feel like
wow.
it doesn't seem
It
like
don't
it
feel
was
But when
5
you see the
years.
progression, you know what I mean? And just with
Oh, the
and
precision.
just like with this, like people who watch this episode is going to see the progression that we've made in just a week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because I was telling my my boys earlier, like, we really just put that together, like, on some. I mean, everybody had stuff going on. I was at work when the episode dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this week we've got to discuss things. We got the hoodies. You know, we're going to have an intro beat.
It's
It's
like
going to be
wine.
sick. So
Get better with time, baby.
Exactly, man. And this is my
Vino.
way and our way, another way of staying close to the game.
Yeah.
So
And definitely, you know, stick with us, man, because we're gonna get better and better every episode.
every episode, I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yep.
You
Hit
know,
subscribe.
because that really helps us
Subscribe.
out. Yeah, well, that really helps us out. We need that subscribe.
Hey, bro.
And
Subscribe. I ain't
you know,
playing.
hit
Josh,
that like,
don't be threatening
comment.
our viewers.
Yeah,
Josh.
come on.
If I see you,
please,
you see me.
Please subscribe.
I'm not even saying hey. Subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I say hey.
Well,
once I see you,
I had
subscribe.
to chill because I was getting a little aggressive. I'm walking up to people like, hey, whatever you talking about, just stop. Have you seen my podcast?
Yeah, subscribe.
I'm on my Gary V. Shout out to Gary
Yeah,
V.
shout out to
bro.
Gary V.
And I don't care what you've been doing. Check out my podcast.
Yeah, man. So
Stop
look,
riding in
And
your car,
also
listen to the radio.
follow me on the gram.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I
Plug
promise-
yourself.
Look,
Shotmaker Sale.
Shotmakers Sell
Coach
on
E.E.
Instagram.
Yep.
Shotmakers
Cornelius.
Club. That's our business page. So hit us on Facebook. We on Twitter. I'm gonna make sure I put all your ads in the descriptions, and also I know Bryce is a genius. He'll do something.
Yeah,
we'll
shout out to Bryce.
behind
Yeah.
the
He
camera.
He got us
Yeah,
on. Hey, we got
exactly.
lights in here.
We got
Bougie.
We got a team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I love the team. So you know, everybody that support us, just keep rocking with us, because I promise you're gonna see.
It's gonna be another great
It's
week
gonna
of
be
hoops,
great.
too.
This gonna be great, just not only for us but for the city.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent in this city.
He already queued up what he wanted to do for next week. So yeah, they don't even know that. So it's a
Nah, we're gonna
surprise.
keep it surprise. You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
You know, I'm gonna drop the trailers and whatnot, but we're gonna get it popping, man.
Hey, man, y'all have a great
like
week,
I said,
man.
y'all have a great week. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next episode.
Lake Show.
You already know.
All right, peace.